previous Saturdays, and this is my submission for the hackathon. So I really love, and as I said on Thursday, I really love A, the hackathon, and B, the work that we do with embedding allows me to do some really cool things. So what you're seeing in this presentation is an actual site I set up for a demonstration of CanWest that I think worked really well. I was able to take the source code from their website and use it to show some of the ways we can add commenting out of the box with our platform to their existing website. So in that kind of frame, I did an embeddable search. So this is an MSNBC blog that I grabbed the source code from, called Deep Background, and you'll see my widget right here in the right. This is actually going to be running a query against Dev Enterprise right now. I'm sorry, Dev Evolution right now for a sample is my query, just to get some data back. And you see that it pops in there. This is running 100% on the client. So for those of you who want to see the details, I'm going to go into the code. This is the source code that I saved from the website. You'll see all their stuff is in here. You can actually open up the header and see all their junk. And then we come down to some area. Here's the About Blog section, and then here is the mSearch module. I did a cool things here. I think is cool anyway. Looking to figure out how do I do kind of a template so that I don't have to render a whole bunch of HTML in strings and JavaScript and then inject it into the page. I went ahead and created my markup, and then I'm going to go in and replace these values through JSON, through jQuery, and then render based on the JSON data that I'm getting back from the API, the web service, to put this data in the page. So I went ahead and created my markup. There's a little CSS to render it like I want it to render, and then you see that it's actually using my mSearch kind of a namespace, so it's nice and clear that nobody else is going to come in here, and I'm not going to jack with their HTML, but they can use their stuff if they want to. There's my jQuery library that I'm pulling down. Actually, in one version of this, I actually pulled it from Google, where it was hosted, so I didn't have to put it inside this file. And then basically standard jQuery stuff happens here. So Scott, great idea on using jQuery. Through jQuery and JSON-P, I was able to actually pull this information from any website. You notice that I'm actually using Firefox as my browser now instead of IE. So I'm around the security issue that I was running into before, and now, honestly, I can pull data from anything I want. Real easily. It works great. So here's my JavaScript. We're going to go ahead and say get related post. So here's my get related post. It's going to run the through the get JSON method in jQuery. It's going to go out and get my my data, my JSON data back from Dev Evolution. So here's what it's using from home. And oh, by the way, I've got one little debugger that I kind of dig for this. So I'm going to go ahead and put some code in the page when I turn my debug on, so I can see what's going on. And so then it's going to call back to display result. Here's some work I was doing to get some meta keywords. You notice I was going to go out and get the meta keywords tag and search on this stuff. But what I learned is we don't actually use meta keywords in our system, and neither does most websites anymore. They don't use meta keywords. If we wanted to, I could get the meta keywords and use the meta keywords from the page to render out the search query. So if we had somebody with a CMS, they could put the keywords in from like tags. That's how you stick your tags in there. We'll do a search automatically. You don't have to configure this. So there's one option to make this better. So then JSON-P gets called, and we're going to go in, and for all the elements that get back, here's my debug messages. For all the elements that get back, I'm going to remove all the content of the current block, and then I'm going to create an LI with each one of the elements that comes out of JSON. I'm going to call add entry, which is right here. And so here's where we do some of that magic. I pick up that template that we created, and then I'm going to replace the HTML of various sections within the template through jQuery, and then append it to the page. And so here's how I'm doing it. I actually go out and replace it. Then I append it. I figured out a better way to do this now also, but no big deal. And then the rest of my debug messaging stuff. So that's it. When you're all done, what you end up getting is a nice client-side lookup of whatever search term you want, working really nicely. So there you go. That's my embedded search that I will start to use in examples like this for our customers. Thanks.